Hello everybody, hope you're all doing well. This is Anderson Gaming here, back with another video where I'll be showing you how you can play Red Dead Redemption 1 on PC for free. At the time of this recording, the time is almost 7 p.m, 28th of October. Tomorrow the game is coming out on Steam. There's gonna be an official release of Red Dead Redemption 1 on PC. I don't know what took Rockstar this long to make a PC port of the game. In case you guys do not know, Red Dead Redemption 1 originally came out on PS3 and Xbox 360 almost 15 years ago. So let's take a look at the prices. So as you can see, this is the Indian pricing, but if you take a look at the official Steam price here, it is $50 US. Of course, I live in India, so you're going to see the Indian currency. Now, who in their right mind would want to spend $50 for a 15-year-old game that hardly has any remastering done? I'll tell you who exactly would do that. A moron. If you're one of those people, well, I don't know what to tell you. But if you want to play this game for free, there's only one best way possible, and that is emulation. In this video, I'll be showing you how you can emulate this game for free without having to pay a single dime. When I say you can play this game for free, definitely you're gonna need some prerequisites. For example, you do need a controller like the one I have here. This is an Xbox Series XS controller. It is wirelessly connected to my PC. You're gonna need the actual emulation software, a decent PC that can play video games, or a decent laptop that can handle video games. Now let's scroll down and take a look at the requirements. The recommended requirements is an RTX 2070 or an RX 5700 XT. I don't think there's going to be any dramatic improvement with this official release of this game from Rockstar. All the big YouTubers, all the big streamers, they're going to be trying to sell this game as though this is something brand new. Pretty sure when the game comes out tomorrow, everybody on YouTube and Twitch, they're all going to be streaming this game. They're going to be making content of it. But I'm not like them. You know, if you want to watch them, you want to support them, you want to watch shills that are paid to promote games like these. You want to support modern day AAA gaming. You want your money to go into corporations' pockets, and so be it. All right, I don't judge. You can do as you wish. It is what it is. But as for me, I'm making this video for the people that do have functioning brain cells, that do want to play this game without having to waste $50 for nothing. Because let's face it, it's not the smart choice. Now, I'm pretty sure you might have this question in mind. What if there's a noticeable difference between the Xbox 360 version of the game that came out back in 2010 that I'm going to be showing on the emulator here today, and the PC version that is being officially released by Rockstar on Steam? Take a look at this video by Daniel Owen. I'll make sure to link his video in the description. Much shout out to him. He's done a deep dive of this game. I mean, if you want, you can even check the official trailer as is shown in his video here. That will show if there is any discernible difference between the 2010 version and the current PC version that's going to be coming out in the next couple of hours. So he does do a good comparison, but as far as I've seen in the video, it's an 18-minute long video. You're going to have to take my word for it. There's not much of a big difference. Give or take, the only difference I can see is a higher draw distance. That's it. But everything else in regards to textures, shadows, lighting, shaders, they all remain the same. They haven't remastered this game. They haven't updated anything. It's pretty much the same game that you are going to be playing for $50. The only difference here being is that you're going to be playing it on mouse and keyboard. There is native support. I don't know how good the controls are going to be, but do trust me, it's so not worth it. It's so not spending $50 trying to play this game on PC. Paying Rockstar your hard-earned money. Rockstar's already had like a bad history in the last couple of years. They made a bad release when it came to the GTA trilogy, Definitive Edition, and also they did re-release Red Dead Redemption 1, this same exact game on PS4 with hardly any improvements. So what difference is this going to make the PC version of this game? So anyway, I just wanted to show you these these important details here before we proceed. Alright, so the first thing that we're gonna have to do is make sure that you are gonna get your hands on the Xenia Canary file here. So if you don't know where to look for it, go to Xenia Canary. You can just type it in Google, click on the GitHub link here, and under releases you can see Canary Experimental. Click on that, click on Xenia Canary, and then you'll be downloading it. After you download it, double click on it. It's going to open a archive. You can create a folder in your desktop, and you can copy and paste whatever is in the archive to this folder here. Okay, so once that is done, double click on the folder, open Xenia Canary. You might get a warning, so make sure to click on run anyway. Smart screen might stop you. Disclaimer: Xenia is not for enabling illegal activity. Please respect this policy as no further reminders will be given. Now what I want to tell you is this is an educational video teaching you guys how you can get Red Dead Redemption 1 running on the Xenia emulator on PC. I will not be showing you guys where you can get the actual ISO file for this game or the game files required to play this game on your PC. So, don't even bother asking me. Of course, use your brain, use the internet, do your research. Eventually, you will come upon the game. And also, if you do come upon any viruses, any Trojans, I'm not responsible. So, do proceed at your risk. I've already given the disclaimer. So, there's that. Okay, so all that being said, let's proceed. Would you like to open it? Let's go. So once you open the actual exe of Xenia, it will create a couple of files here. Alright, so this is going to be your main directory for Xenia Canary. Okay, now after that, what you do is you download the Xenia Canary game patches. Now let me show you that once again. All you got to do is just use Google. Xenia Canary game patches. If you type that, once again, you're gonna be shown a GitHub link. Click on that, and then you can go down here. It says download the zip. Click on this hyperlink here. Another zip file is going to be downloaded. After that, you can click on this archive, and you can drag and drop the patches folder here. Simple. Okay, now another thing what you're going to be needing is you're going to need Notepad+. So let's download that right away. I think it's Notepad++. Alright, I'll make sure to link this in the description too. Let's download this one, I guess. Okay, so once the installer is ready, make sure to install it. Just follow everything that you see in the video. Trust me, you'll be fine. If you do have any questions, do leave them down in the comments below. Alright, so make sure to run it the first time. There is a newer version, but we can ignore that. Okay, so once that is ready, let's go back to the config file. So .toml, this is actually meant to be opened with the Notepad++ software here. So let me show you how you can do that. Hold on. So open with more apps. Never mind. You can just right click on it and edit the Notepad++. Okay, so as you can see here, now this Notepad file here, toml file, this controls the entire Xenia Canary emulator. Alright, so you're gonna have to make sure that you make some changes here. So first thing what you're going to be doing is make sure you set use new decoder to true. Okay, that's going to eliminate some audio issues when you're playing the game. Trust me, I've faced plenty of them. And let's check over here what's next. We keep scrolling down. Definitely we are, yeah, so draw resolution scale, it's gonna be at 1 times. So this is gonna be 720p. All right, this is the default resolution set by Xenia Canary, so which is 720p. You can upscale it to 1080p, 1440p, and even 4K. Now be careful with this. All right, so right now I'm just going to be showing you guys how you can run this game at I think 1440p. So for my configuration, as I do have a 1440p monitor, I'm just going to set it to 2 times. And I think that's that. So pretty much all the changes that you're going to have to do is make sure you set use new decoder to true, and you just change the draw resolution scale. Okay. All right. Once all the changes are done, make sure to press Ctrl+S on your keyboard to save it, and then you're done. Okay. So after that, what we do is we open up the patches folder, and we are gonna have to find Red Dead Redemption Game of the Year edition. Now if you are gonna get the copy of the game, I suggest you do get the Game of the Year edition of the game. It might be broken up into multiple discs, like disc 1, disc 2 for example. So depending on whatever copy of the game you have, you get, just make sure it is Game of the Year. It's all the same, but it's either gonna be one single file or one single ISO, or it's gonna be a breakdown of multiple ISOs, multiple archives. So do keep an eye out for that. And you can just search here Red Dead Redemption. Okay. And as you can see, Game of the Year. So there is disc 1, disc 2. Now all you have to do is, if you're using disc 1 and disc 2 versions of the game, like for example, if your game is split up into 2 discs, then what you do is whatever change I'm going to be making in any one of these notepad files, make sure to replicate it for the second notepad file. If you're doing disk 1 for example, make sure to do it for disk 2 and vice versa. So let's continue. Alright, so let's take a good look here. I'll minimize this. Unlock FPS. So you, of course, you're gonna have to turn this on. This is gonna increase your frame rate, so set that to true. Disable depth of field and motion blur. If you do have a low end or a mid end PC laptop, you're gonna have to turn this on, but for now I'm just gonna keep it false because I do have a decent PC. 16 times anisotropic filtering, of course I might need that, so I'm just gonna set that to true. 360p mode, 480p mode, 540p mode, plus 4 times MSAA. These depend on your hardware. Like for example, if you're using a laptop that has a 3050 or maybe a 1660 Ti, configurations like that, maybe you have an Intel Core 11th Gen i5 CPU or something like slightly older, I suggest you can use these configurations. You can set either one of these to true, either 360p mode, 480p mode, or 540p mode. You can set either one of these true. Don't set all of them true, only one of them at a time, and see what works for you. But all you have to worry about is whether the game runs for you, whether you're able to play it. So the whole frame rate thing, that depends on your preference. Some people are okay with playing like console games even today. When I say consoles, I'm talking about even PS4 games at 30 FPS and Xbox One X games at 30 FPS. So if you are one of those kinds of people, sure, no problem, go ahead. But if you want a 60 FPS experience, of course you're gonna have to make sure that you change all these settings as per to your liking. Okay. So disable sun flare. Now this is gonna be a bit of a problem. I did complete a playthrough of this game on my channel. You can check it out. I'll make sure to have the entire playlist linked in the description down below. And if you do take your time and you watch all my episodes of me playing the game, you would see that sometimes the sun will shine through hard objects. When I say the sun is going to be shining through hard objects, I'm meaning to say you're going to see the entire sun halo or the entire sun's outline penetrating through objects. So that is like a little bug here. As you can see, it does tell you this prevents the sunflower effect, which clips through buildings and props from rendering. I would suggest you turn this on, because I don't know if I have turned this on or off during my playthrough, but do disable this, because this is going to be very, very disturbing. So yeah, this might be like a health problem, so be careful. Okay, next up, no trees performance mode. Of course, these are obvious, like performance patches here. Skip grass occlusion, no trees, disable shadows. I'm not going to be turning on all these, but of course I'm just giving you guys the rundown, so you know what needs to be done. Higher quality post processing, I don't think I might need that. I don't see what that's gonna do, so we can just ignore that. Skips legal intro videos. This is the best way to know if the game is gonna boot up normally, so I would just keep it as it is. No need to change that. Alternative script timing and asset garbage collection may provide a small performance boost for CPU limited systems. So you might want to look into this, if you're looking for like a performance oriented setup here. Use separate audio heap, of course. This is gonna boost your performance, but will ruin the audio of the game slightly. Like the audio quality would sound slightly bad. Aspect ratio, and of course all these are cheats. From this point onwards, infinite horse stamina, bottomless clip, infinite gun magazine size, infinite ammo, etc, etc. So that's pretty much it. Now once you're done, save it by pressing Ctrl save and then exit it. Okay, so now what we do is let me see if my controller is paired here. I'm going to turn on my controller. As you can see, there's a white light blinking. It's connected, so yes, the profile is registered. Now what we're going to be doing is I'm going to try to launch the game. So how you launch the game is you go to File, Open, and I'm going to go to a specific directory in my computer here, and I'm going to launch the game. Now this is a different kind of a folder that I have. So do notice that hold on, need to turn on something. Okay, so you're gonna have to turn on show file extensions. I'm sorry, like this is a new user account, so let me show you how you can do that. So in File Explorer, click on the View tab here and turn on the checkbox for file name extensions. Now you're gonna see the file name extensions. So let's try to open the game now, so I can show you that this game does run. This PC, yeah, so I just have my own library here of games. This is like a custom setup. Alright, so I'm just gonna boot up the game here, but this is like a different setup. Now if you do have an ISO file of the game, you can just double click on the ISO and the game would load up immediately. But here I don't have an ISO, I have it broken down into actual like executable files here. So if you do have one of those copies of the game where you have this specific .xex file here, then make sure to double click on it. It's going to launch the game. Alright, so the game is loading up, as you can see. Up here on the title bar, Red Dead Redemption, DirectX 12 turned on. Patches are applied. And yes, the game is launching. So make sure to press on F11. It's going to go into full screen mode. Hold on, the audio is not working. Just give me a minute. I have the wrong audio device. Let's try launching that again, my bad. Let's try doing that again. Of course, now I've already opened up the game. It's going to show up in open recent. So I'm just going to click on Red Dead Redemption shown here. It's going to load up the game, obviously. Now you're going to hear the audio. My bad, I'm sorry about that. It will take some time. If you're booting up this game for the first time, it's gonna have to, compile the shaders and all that stuff. So it's gonna take a couple of minutes. Now, another thing I want to tell you is that I have this game installed on an SSD. It is a SATA SSD. So if you want this game to load up quickly, make sure to have it on a SATA SSD. Okay, here we go. You can see we are at the main menu of the game. I'm gonna enter full screen. And my controller is working, by the way. It is asking you to sign in. You don't have to because you're not you're playing this game on an emulator, so no need. Once again, if it asks you to sign in, just say no. Saving and loading have been disabled. Let's continue. I think it's gonna okay. It is loading my already existing save file here. Interesting. It's gonna take a while because this is a new Xenia Canary. For the purposes of this video, this is a new Xenia Canary configuration. So when you do boot up this game, it's gonna take a while. Oh, never mind. It's actually the opening scene of the game. Okay. And you can see how crystal clear and sharp the game looks. I'm gonna skip all this so that I just want to show you the gameplay. All right, I don't want to spoil the story in case you guys haven't seen it. But this is an amazing masterpiece of a game. But trust me, it's not. Even though it is an amazing masterpiece of a game, it's not worth paying $50 like a moron to play it 15 years later on PC. This is my honest opinion. Okay, so we do have like a small stuttering problem here. So let me tell you how you can eliminate that. Now, remember I did show you guys how you can turn off VSync for the game. So all you do is if you are I have 2 copies of the game. Never mind. Okay. So if you are running an NVIDIA GPU, make sure to open your NVIDIA control panel. Alright. And click on manage 3D settings. I don't think that's the one. Okay. That is the one. Go to program settings. Add a program. And then select Xenia_Canary.exe, which is the one that we have recently used. Click on that. And then scroll down. You should see VSync. Turn it on. Now, after you're done turning it on, click on apply. It will be applied. Exit it. Go back to your Xenia Canary folder here. Let's check the configuration files with Notepad++ and see if we're doing something wrong here. Of course, I think the game is running at 1440p as per my monitor resolution. Now the video is going to be at 1080p, so it's easier for you guys to watch it and apply the solutions being shown here. Okay, so I'm just looking for VSync here. So I'm going to press on Ctrl+F and look for VSync. Okay, so VSync is turned on by default. Now what we're going to have to do is turn off VSync. This is what I was trying to show you. So turn it off, because we already have VSync turned on in NVIDIA control panel. If you're using an AMD GPU, you can figure that out. I wish I could show you, but I don't have an AMD GPU. Sorry about that. Alright, so once that is done, let's reopen the game again. You can just create Anderson Gaming. I don't know why it keeps asking me for a profile, but let's do it anyways. I'm sorry guys, I'm not prepared for this video, but do trust me, I do know how to make this game work. That much I can guarantee you. Okay, we're launching the game again. Let's see if there's any stutters this time. Let's reopen the game. Single player save could not be found. Okay, interesting. Create a new save game, it says. Let's do that. Okay, so I guess you are gonna have to make a profile, so make sure to do that. My bad. Skip the cutscene. It's loading much faster as you can see, because everything has been compiled. And see that you don't have any stuttering now. It is so bloody goddamn smooth. Take a look at that. Now the only difference between this and the official PC version being released by Rockstar tomorrow is the draw distance. And it doesn't look that bad as you can see here. You can still see the mountains in the distance. You can still see the trees up on those mountains. The only difference is they're gonna look like slightly sharper on the official PC version. That's it. But apart from that, like there's nothing impressive that Rockstar has done to the official PC port of the game that's coming out tomorrow. So I don't think it's worth spending $50. If you do, you're a moron. Alright, that's just my opinion. It's your money, do whatever you want with it. But this is my channel. I have brains. I like to share my knowledge. I like to get people up to speed. So it is what it is. So yeah, I guess that's all there is in the video. If you have found this video helpful, please do like and subscribe. If you have any questions about this video or how you can get this game running, if you have any questions in regards to your PC configuration, as in your hardware and stuff like that, do leave a comment down below. Leave your questions, and I'll get back to you whenever I can. Thank you so much for your precious time and watching this video. Just don't give big corporations your money. Don't listen to these big YouTubers, these big streamers. I'm not going to mention names, but I'm pretty sure if you can use your common sense and you can figure out who exactly I'm talking about. Big streamers, big influencers that sell their souls to sell games like these. It's because of people like a lot of these big YouTubers and big influencers out there. Gaming influencers, gaming streamers, YouTubers. It's because of people like them. Gaming is in such a bad state right now. You're getting like the same goddamn game that was released on PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360 back in 2010 being re-released today. It doesn't make any sense. So do use your best judgment. All right. Yeah, just save your money. Of course, you're gonna need a decent PC. You're gonna need a controller like the one I have here. You can try using an Xbox 360 controller, see if it works. I don't have an Xbox 360 controller. If I did, I would show it to you in this video, but I don't. So my apologies in regards to that. But yeah, of course, these things are gonna cost money. The controller, your PC setup, your laptop. So of course, but that being said, you don't have to pay money to a big corporation because they're just gonna keep getting away with it. All these gaming companies like Ubisoft, Rockstar, EA, they're gonna keep getting away with all their bullshit scummy tactics because of people that are not well informed. People that are not well informed, well, now you guys are informed because of this video. Hopefully this video does help you. It's gonna save you money in the long run. But as for the people that choose to be uninformed, they are just morons. But anyway, well, thank you so much for watching. Wishing you all an amazing day ahead. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye guys. Thank you all so much. See you soon, guys.